Now, how are you, Deji? Well, in fact, let me start properly. Sorry. This is the FT Broadcasting Show, and you got myself, Marlon Bashman, and you got man like Deji.
Deji Spurs in the building. Yes.
Yeah. It's our first show, and we're hosting.
Thank you.
It might be a bit. Thank you. It might be a bit not authentic, but we're just gonna try our thing and get through this. So, how you been, Deji? It's been a long time. Can you hear me?
Marlon, thank you for inviting me. Yes, it's been good. Yeah, I can hear you. It's been good. Been missing football. I've been enjoying the football, but missing the fact that I'm not able to kind of get in the stadiums and watch the matches live. And at the moment, I'm just watching my team just give me palpitations weekly, week in, week out. And I'm just kind of hoping that we can have a little resurgence by the end of the season. So, I'm not thrilled, but you know what? At the moment where I am, beggars can't be choosers. And so if the McDonald's Cup is what we're going to win at the end of the season, then I'll have to take it.
Man said McDonald's. Okay. As you know, this is the Premier League preview show. So we're going to go through all the fixtures. I'm going to go through our favourite one, the cup final for certain teams like West Ham playing their closest team, Spurs. So we'll have a little rant about that in a bit. But as it is, as I said, the Premier League show, we're going to go through the fixtures. But I must say, first and foremost, can everyone please share, like, and subscribe? And once we reach 500 people, we're going to do a live draw. We're going to be giving out a top with your name on it and also your favorite team. Let's go. All right. So the first fixtures today at 8 o'clock, Wolverhampton versus Wolves. Who do you think is going to win it? And then I'll give my prediction after.
Yeah. Wolves versus Leeds. For me, that's a tough game, to be honest. I love the way that Bielsa's got Leeds playing. They play the football the right way, the Poch way, aggressive, they're attacking. The thing is, what with Leeds, they're always open at the back. So they're going to attack. Bamford looks like he's on fire. But I just think with Nuno and the way that Wolves are kind of set up, I can see Wolves kind of edging this one, to be honest. I see a little 2-1 here to Wolves. I just think they've just... Neto, he's a baller, isn't he? And, Podence as well, the way that they move about, I haven't really seen many teams be able to kind of cope with them. For me, my prediction is 2-1 Wolves. I think it's going to be a good game, definitely goals. And, I just see, it's hit and miss with Leeds, isn't it? They play good football, but at the same time, you never know how they're going to turn up. So we'll give it to Wolves.
You're going Wolves 2-1. I would have said Leeds if they had started off how they ended against Arsenal. It's what you said with Leeds. They're hit and miss. They will let in some ridiculous goals. Then they will score some fabulous goals. But I'll go Wolves as well. And I agree with you. Neto definitely needs to be coming to Spurs. Got spaces there. Good player.
Used to be.
Maybe Neves. A few of them. But
the thing is, they got a good midfield. And the thing that's only affecting them is the fact that Jimenez, he got injured, unfortunately, and hopefully, and we know that he's recovering well. But had they had Jimenez, they would be doing a lot better. That target man, the young guy that they have up top, is really, he's not ready to play that hold-up play.
No,
the rest of the team is on point. Sass, Bowley, they've got a good team. They're a solid unit, and you have to just give them respect. But like you said, the goalkeeper had a mare against Arsenal, the Leeds goalkeeper. And
Arsenal got lucky in the end.
Yeah, and
Arsenal got lucky in the end.
Yeah,
Arsenal got lucky.
It was literally a bad day at the office for him, because usually on your fantasy Premier League, you'd be racking up the points. But that week, he let that down. He little shocker. So so hopefully. But yeah,
all right, so we're both playing Wolves. All right.
Yeah.
This game is Southampton versus Chelsea. Do you want me to go first, or you want to go first? Either.
You want to go first? You go first, and then
I'll go first. Yeah. I'd love Southampton to win. I don't like Chelsea, but I know Chelsea will win. But as I said, it's been a bit realistic. Everyone's getting very happy and gassed about this new coach with Chelsea, but who's he really played? He's only played Tottenham, and playing Tottenham, me and you could do well against Tottenham, and we support Tottenham. But once they sit back,
let's be real.
He hasn't really had a hard game. He hasn't had a hard game or hard fixture. So everyone's like, oh my God, he's doing well. No, that's when they play a better team. Let's see how they do. But I'll go Chelsea, maybe a 3-1.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. I think if it was Southampton of a couple of months ago, they were, even if you remember when we played Southampton, when we won 5-2, the first half, they could have been 3 or 4-0 up, you know, if you remember that game. And truth be told, Southampton been playing some fantastic football. The guy, Hasselhofer, he's got Carl Walker-Peters looking like Danny Alves out there on the right-hand side, you know. And even Che Adams, Danny Ings, the way that they're moving about, popping it, Adams in the midfield. Southampton have got a good little nucleus, and then adding Theo Walcott into there was a good move for them. It was a nice look. I like them, but of recent weeks, I don't know. They've just been falling off the track, to be honest with you. I think that 9-0 spanking by Man United just didn't help. I think they've just kind of been falling off. But with Chelsea now, Tuchel, you know, I think you can see he's a good coach. He has an idea, and they're playing to that idea because they've got the players. It's just that maybe Lampard didn't really know what to do with them players too tough. And I agree. I see Chelsea winning this like a 2-1, 3 or 2-0. 2-0 even.
Also with Chelsea, they've got a first team and they've also got a very good bench. They're like a Man City. They've got a couple A-list players. And with Southampton, it's like they've got a first team. Give them an injury, they're just going to be a mess. And that's why I'll go for Chelsea all day. But you're right. When we played them Spurs, sorry, going back to Spurs, I was driving back to Norwich, and I was listening to the first half a couple of times. I crashed my car because I was getting mad. I was like, "What are these lot doing?" It's like Southampton were all over Spurs. But they haven't been the same for a while. They haven't. But all right, we'll go Chelsea.
For me, I didn't get it twisted. Southampton play football the right way. They play a high line. But at the same time, I think with the pace of Timo Werner, you know, Ziyech, you know, Mason Mount as well is coming good. It's a deadly trio that Chelsea have. And to be honest, we're bringing Silva in. It's just kind of solidified that back three. And he's brought back Rudiger, who I always thought was a top draw. You know, they were even talking about us having Rudiger. Boy, I wish we had just followed through on that. Because we got Sanchez, who my man Expressions calls the Colombian PS4. But, you know, we'll get to that.
I like Sanchez. Yeah, we'll get to it. Because me and Shane always have a debate about him. But
well.
All right,
next game.
Next game, Burnley versus West Brom. 3 o'clock kickoff. I shouldn't say no one's going to watch, but yeah. Who do you think is going to watch that?
Straight up and down, 2-0 Burnley, mate. I think from when we beat them 1-0, if you listen to the manager, he was very clear. They had a lot of injuries there. They were coming back. They were trying to get up to pace. Now we're seeing Burnley now. The players are back. They got a good team. They're very hard to break down. They know their job. And you know that when you play Burnley, you're in for a difficult ride. Remember, they recently beat Liverpool 1-0. And didn't they draw with Brighton as well? I think 1-0 as well. I think with Brighton. And Brighton that had turned us over and turned over Liverpool on a high when they got that draw. And I know, I just feel West Brom, Sam Allardyce, he doesn't really know what his starting 11 is. They're going to try. They're going to huff and puff in it. They're going to huff and puff, but they're not going to be able to blow the house down. And I see a 2-0 Burnley here. Basically.
To be honest, with West Brom, when I saw them against Spurs, I was like, they didn't try, and I saw him laughing. I thought, Sam Allardyce is just here for a pay package. They're getting down. So I'm Burnley all day. I don't like the way Burnley play anyway, but they look better. And I predicted them smashing Crystal Palace last week, and they bloody did. So I'll go Burnley as well, definitely.
100%. Burnley, he knows, you know, he's got something there, something that we're missing. They know their game. They know their strength. They know their weakness, and they just play to their strength. It's simple.
Do you think
and sometimes in football, you just got to keep it simple. I think sometimes you get over him.
Do you think the Burnley manager, what's his name? What's his name again? The Burnley manager. What's his name again?
Yes. Sean Dyche.
Do you think he can go to a top team?
I think he deserves to. You know.
No,
I think if you can do the sort of job that Eddie Howe done at Bournemouth, the sort of job that Sean Dyche has done at Burnley, where we're talking about tough to beat. Remember, they're on a small, tiny budget.
Sure.
And then imagine what they could do with a little bit of budget. And I think he does. I think definitely not quite Tottenham Hotspur, because I don't really like their football, but he can definitely get like an Aston Villa job. You know, there was Aston Villa, you know.
Or Palace. I think Palace might be but yeah.
Newcastle.
That's true.
You know, them kind of big teams, but not really doing what they used to do, but not quite a top 6. I'm not too sure.
Who is going off track now? Who is your top 6
for the season?
Just in general, who's your top 6?
My top 6 for me at the moment, well, obviously it's Manchester. The top 6 is the top 6: Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham, Manchester United, Chelsea, and sorry, it was Everton. It was Everton, but it's Wolves. Yeah, it's Wolves. Yeah, Arsenal are not a top 6 side anymore. They have to separate themselves.
What about Leicester?
Just relax where they are. But Arsenal would have been in that mix, but they're not. But Leicester, you got to give it to Leicester. They're a top 6 team. Do you know what I mean? They're a top 6 side.
So I heard people saying in top 6, it never includes Arsenal, it's Leicester. I was laughing, but yeah. All right, let's go to the Merseyside.
Leicester's definitely top 6.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Merseyside derby, Liverpool versus Everton, 5:30 kickoff. Who would you say is for that one?
So yeah, definitely. So that's what I would go. Top 6 of Leicester City, Manchester City, Manchester United, Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool.
Okay.
And unfortunately, our friends down the road just don't cut the mustard.
All right. So 5:30 kickoff, Merseyside derby, Liverpool, Everton. Who are you going for that one?
Sorry, Marlon. I think it's slightly.
Can you hear me?
Out there.
Can you hear me now?
But I think the stars. I think the people looking down on us wanted us to move to the big one on the weekend: Liverpool versus Everton.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Which is the biggie.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? All live now. All right. So Liverpool versus Everton.
Yeah.
Who would you say? Oh, wait, there's a delay.
Yeah, I think there's a small delay there.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Do you want me to give my prediction for Liverpool Everton? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So look, for me, under normal circumstances, I would have given Liverpool the win. But I think we can see that the wheels on that kind of Snowpiercer has been coming up, and it's been coming up for time. Because basically they're struggling with the what they've done. Where Liverpool have flopped is their midfield was what made them tick. Fabinho and Henderson, pushing them to the back. My guy Thiago and Ronaldo, it's not quite gelling. Until he brings them guys forward, Liverpool are going to be always at risk. And I see a draw because Everton's not a bad team. With Doucouré, I don't know why Tottenham didn't go for Doucouré. I don't know why we didn't go for Richarlison. Iwobi's playing some good football on the wing. I can see this easily. He's playing some good football for them. He's doing all right for them. He's doing all right. I like him. He's got a little...
So you would have Iwobi at Spurs?
Mate, I think we are suspect on the right-hand side. And when we get to our beloved, I would definitely share that. But yeah, I think he could maybe... I don't know if he's... I think him and Birdwine kind of similar for me.
Sure. Yeah.
But I see a 2-2 draw.
2-2.
I see a 2-2 draw. I can't see Liverpool winning this game.
I will go for Liverpool. Hold on. What was Liverpool's last game? Who did they play last game?
Liverpool's last game, they drew, didn't they? They drew their last game. They struggled. I'm just trying to remember the last game now.
I can't remember, but I do think Liverpool's just going to smash. They're going to smash them. They have to start proving a point. And I believe they're just going to smash Everton to pieces. They always turn up in these derbies anyway, so they're just going to beat them.
You know what it is? They've been winning, and they would win. They'll score a little lastminute.com. But to be honest with you, Liverpool, they're not. You know, I got Mane in my fantasy Premier League, and this guy is giving me hardly any points this season. And my stubbornness, I ain't trying to take Mane out because you know he can come good at any time. But Mane's done absolutely nothing for me.
I thought he was doing well, but it proves why Mane's
done rubbish. He's hardly scored. So, you know, and it would be a Mane that would come good in this sort of game. And do I see Mane scoring against Everton? Not really. If anything, they win a lot of penalties, and Salah's the one that dispatches the penalties.
Yeah, but he dived. He might be outside diving now. It's in general. He's a diver, isn't he?
Yeah, he's full on professional actor. You get me? BAFTA winning diver of the Premier League.
And he doesn't need to do it. He does not need to dive. He's good, but the diving is just ridiculous. But yeah, Liverpool's going to smash them to me. I think that. I just think they're too good. And Thiago, it's his first season. What's next season? The guy he's a genius. He's going to do well for them.
He's a baller. I think they miss Van Dijk. You know, if you ever got an idea of how one man can impact on a team, look at Liverpool's team. Rest assured, if Van Dijk had been there, they would not be fifth in the Premier League right now. And that's just the truth.
But they haven't had an injury for a couple seasons, while other teams have, like City. Every team's had key injuries. So Liverpool's been free for 2 years. So the one time they've had injuries, they're struggling. So
exactly. You know, if only we could have Harry Kane injury free for 2 years, then you'd see Wagwan.
He always gets injured.
Yeah.
This one is, so you're going for Liverpool or you're going for a draw?
No, I'm going for a draw.
All right,
I think Everton are gonna fight.
I'll say Liverpool. We've got Solo7 saying good evening, gents. Evening to you. And we've got Tony Milner saying, guys, Liverpool will be at them with ease. 4-0 win. Yeah, I'll say maybe a 3-0 win.
I just think, you know, Ancelotti is a competitive guy, you know. And that team,
yes.
Everton are playing better football. And look, let's be real. Everton were our whipping boys for years.
They were.
They beat us twice this season.
That's true. Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
No, you're right.
They're a different kettle of fish. And remember, when they played earlier in the season, the game that Van Dijk got injured, it was a 2-2 draw.
That's true.
You know, a very tight game. I could see it being another draw, myself personally.
Okay. All right. Just put this out there again. Please like and share and subscribe. And as I said before, once we get to 500, we're going to be doing a live draw so people can win a shirt of their choice with their name and favorite number on it. All right, next game, 8 p.m. kickoff on Saturday night. Fulham versus Sheffield United. Who do you think is going to win that?
Straight up and down. I'm going to go with Fulham, my bro.
100%.
Fulham. I think they are lucky to be where they are in the table, if I'm being brutally honest. They pop the ball about. For me, what I can't understand is how we let these smaller teams, no disrespect, get these ballers. And I'm thinking, where's our stats? What are they looking at?
No, I agree.
Lookman is a baller.
No, he's brilliant.
The kind of energy that he brings to that midfield, he's a baller. The guy on the right wing, I'm thinking this is the sort of team that we need. You know, Fulham are popping it about. Scott Parker, he's got them playing some good football. I wasn't surprised to see them win their last game. I was not surprised. They won that game. They were comfortable, 2-0. And Sheffield United, you know, let's be real. The wheels have come off that bus, innit? The wheels on the bus goes round and round, and they got a flat tire because basically they've run out of ideas. You know, the Premier League, what makes the Premier League the best league in the world is the fact that it takes teams about 3 games to work out your game plan, which is why we've been stifled. Sheffield United came last season with this bish bash bosh football that everybody was getting bamboozled. They come with a little physical aggression thing. We've clocked that, and they're trying it this season. And all teams are doing is don't give them the ball.
100%.
Don't let them have the ball, and then they can be as aggressive and animalistic as they like. They can't do nothing. So again, to be honest, and that keeper for Fulham, what are we doing? We got Joe Hart in goal. I mean, anyway, you can see why I want the job on a no-win, no-fee basis. So for me, definitely, I can see Fulham winning 2-0. Ryan Brewster, I love him because we're from the same ends. You know,
can't get in the team. Oh, is he from down there?
He can't get in the team. Yeah, because they want bish bash bosh. And the team that knows how to do bish bash bosh is Burnley. And Sheffield United, right now, I don't think they know who they are. Are we ballers or are we bish bash bosh? And because of that, they're going down. So I'm giving it to Fulham. Scotty Parker is keeping Fulham up.
I agree with you. I'll go Fulham. And the only reason I'm saying Fulham, because what I saw them do to Spurs, I was in shock. I was like, what? This is Fulham. You're at White Hart Lane or the Tottenham Stadium, and you've just played us off the park the whole second half. And I'm like, what's going on? But I blame the manager. But I agree with you also that Fulham have got good players. Leicester, I don't know where they're getting these players from. What's it? Wolves. These lot, their scouts are finding these little players and they're giving these big teams problems. Like before, you generally play these teams and walk over them. Even Brighton, it's like Tottenham are their beating stick.
Come on. And look, I think the biggest tragedy for me, how did we let Podence get in under the radar?
Yeah.
Neto. Even Lamptey, that little right back was terrorized us, if you remember. Lamptey.
Yeah, but Chelsea won't. Chelsea won't do no deals with Tottenham. But now he's at Brighton, you could get him. He's a good player. Potential.
He's a fantastic player. Yeah. We should be going for Ademola Lookman. You know, the system that we want to play, he should be in the midfield. I'll take him over Sissoko all day, every day.
Sissoko's... You see the thing with Sissoko? He's built and he's strong. Anyway, we're going to Tottenham next. So we're saying Fulham, right? We're both going Fulham.
I'm going 2-1 Fulham.
Yeah. No, I'll go. Yeah, 2-1. Yeah, that could work. All right, now East London's cup final for them, you know. So it's hold on, let me read this message from Tony Miller. Fulham also smashed Everton, guys. So Fulham 2-0. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
2-0, 2-1. Yeah.
Tony knows the game. He's a true football man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So now West Ham versus Tottenham, 12 o'clock on Sunday. I know by 2 p.m. I might be crazy, but what's your predictions? You go first.
Can I just have a little rant about West Ham?
Yeah,
if that's all right. Just a little quick second. My thing with West Ham is, what is their beef with Spurs? Because for me, what gets on my nerves with West Ham, our rivals is Arsenal, closely followed by Chelsea. Yeah. Why are they fasting themselves and trying to get in the party? I don't know. But West Ham have made us their number one team, the number one rivals that they dislike. And West Ham, if they're going to turn up in any game, they're going to turn up against Spurs. And it makes me sick. So West Ham need to focus on Crystal Palace or some next Leyton Orient. You know, they should be making their rivals. And
their rivals is Millwall. Their dark is really Millwall. Yeah, but it's come to us.
Can you see the hatred? When you see, look, I will get on the train to Stratford on the Jubilee line. I went to watch Spurs Fulham, and West Ham was playing at home, and I was on the Jubilee line because we were at Wembley then. And the amount of stares that I was getting, like they were going to do me something, I was like, chill out, guys. Just chill out, West Ham. The dislike is serious. So for me, you know West Ham's going to turn up. Lanzini is going to score 1 goal in a season, and guess what? It will be against Spurs. Antonio is going to turn into a mixture of Harry Kane and Diego Costa. We're going to have Cresswell looking like Roberto Carlos against us. I mean, you know, we got my man in the midfield, Declan Rice, turning into a mixture of Henderson, Thiago Silva, Ronaldo, all it. It's like they're taking some sort of special juice to play against Spurs. So,
They do.
boy, I can.
And who was the first
I'm
team
a
to beat?
Spurs fan.
Who was the first team to beat Tottenham at White Hart Lane? West Ham.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they always turn it on. And they're above us in the league.
Based on that, bro, they are flying in the league. They are fifth, 42 points. We are a game in hand, 36 points. Even if we win, we'd have to win our both games just to be level on points. What a disgrace, to be honest with you. What a disgrace. We've got to win our game in hand and beat West Ham just to be level. I mean, I never thought I'd see the day, personally. But you know what? The problem is I don't trust Mourinho. I don't trust Mourinho. He don't know the right team. He's doing bish bash bosh with the team. He doesn't know his strongest 11. I can see West Ham beating us 2-1.
Look, let's be honest. When was the last time you saw Tottenham's defense stay the same?
I can't remember. And the thing that gets me mad is these people are full-time footballers. So you experiment with the back four in training. You don't experiment with the back four in a match, which is what it feels like. And for me, I can't lie to you. Who's going to stop Antonio up top? Sanchez, you're having a laugh. Rodon, you're having a laugh. Toby, he's all right. Eric Dyer, I'm not going to lie, he should be in the NFL personally. Ben Davis is the slowest left back in the Premier League. And Serge Aurier is not getting a shout anymore because you know what you're going to get with. You don't know what you're going to get with.
Oh no, he's too wild.
Tanganga is not a right back.
He's on a right back.
I can see West Ham winning this. Also because what's Mourinho going to do? He's going to start off with Sissoko. He's going to start off with Højbjerg. He's going to have 6 at the back, and we're going to sit and then pray to somebody that Son and Kane will deliver some special ball from midfield. Son latches on and buries it, and we win 1-0. That's what he's going for. When we need to be attacking West Ham, we're going to sit back and let them bash us up. So I can see West Ham winning the game. I love my team, but I can't see us beating West Ham at home with the sort of football we're playing at the moment, unfortunately.
I thought you would have been a Mourinho in person.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Definitely not. Mourinho, he needs to come out. He needs to come out. Like I said, right now, I'm ready to do the job on a no-win, no-fee basis with that team because Mourinho ain't got a clue. I've been talking about Ndombele being next to Højbjerg. We've only got one number 10. The number 10 is Dele Alli.
What about Lo Celso?
Dele Alli, huh?
Lo Celso.
All Lo Celso, yes, you're right, but he's injured. If not, Kane plays so far back, and he's been effective though, to be fair, that Kane can do that De Bruyne's role, let Vinny go up top, be the little decoy. That's it. But this thing where he's Sissoko, you're gonna take out Ndombele. When you bring on Sissoko for Ndombele, you've already said to the players, the game done. The game done. And then you bring on Winks.
Because him and Weeks have no initiative to pass the ball forward. It's sidewards, backwards. If you are playing in that team, any forward-thinking players or strikers, you're just going to be frustrated. Because when they do pass the ball forward, you're not going to be expecting it. Because you're always thinking that he's going to pass it back. What am I running for?
Look, we're in a global pandemic. Every team, you ain't getting any ticket sales because nobody's been able to come and watch the game, and you're still paying these players their full-time wage. If you give me 100 quid a week, I'll do what Harry Winks does on that pitch. Just play it safe. Little left and right. If you want me to run around like a headless chicken, then I can do that job. What? Sissoko's on 90 grand a week. Come on. Give me 100 quid a week, I'll do the same job. Save yourself some money. And as for Mourinho, 15 mil a year for that type of football, I will do it on a no-win, no-fee basis. Honestly, I don't even need to be paid.
So what's your score prediction? Because Tony Miller's put
2-1 West Ham.
I think we're going to win. I'm hoping as well. I might start praying. I can't take losing to West Ham.
If we lose to West Ham, Mourinho has to go.
It's like I can't take West Ham. I can't take losing to Liverpool. I can't take losing to Chelsea. It's like I wouldn't mind losing to Arsenal, but I can't take these little teams.
Bro, if we lose to West Ham, which I think we are, Mourinho has to come out. But I know Levy has decided that because we got to the final of the McDonald's Cup, we got to leave Mourinho in charge to see if he can bring it over the line against Man City. And what I can't believe is that Poch said, there's no point going for these little minnow cups. And right now, I agree with him. If we win the McDonald's Cup and we finish 12th, are you going to be happy with that? Or would you rather finish top 4 and play proper football? That's the question I want to throw out to the audience and to Spurs fans that's watching this podcast right now.
I've always said I prefer top 4 than the way we're playing now and play good football. This is the way we're playing now. We're playing with no midfield. You might as well say it's ridiculous. And I don't like the fact that we've gone from a team that has so much possession and playing good football that anyone that comes and plays against us knows the second half we're just going to be sitting back. I don't like watching Tottenham at the moment. It's not,
bro. It looks like when I got 4 kids. It looks like when I watch Spurs play. Sorry, last little rant. It looks like I'm watching Space Jam. It looks like some aliens from outer space has come in and taken the powers from the players, and they ain't got a clue how to play football anymore. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got a clue. It's Space Jam. So the way Sissoko runs with the ball, he looks like he's worried.
He does.
Yeah, I think 2-1 West Ham. That's my prediction.
Solo 7 says 2-1 West Ham.
Oh. I love my team, but I can see the damage that's been done. Until we get a new manager, maybe the Leipzig manager, someone like Brendan Rodgers. Hey, watch it there, Solo. He's clearly like the Gooner or something because
I think he's a Man U fan. I'm sure he's Man U, so he knows what we're going through. That's why they can put him confident.
Yes.
All right. We've got 3 more. We're just a bit behind time. All right. Aston Villa versus Leicester. Let me go first. I don't even know this one. It's gonna be a good game. So I'm actually gonna watch it because they both play good football. And I like Villa because Villa at the moment are very good with Barkley, Grealish. Even is it McCain, the midfielder? Very good player.
Yeah, McCann. Yeah, he's a baller.
And Leicester with Morris. Is it Morris? I lost my memory. Anyway, Leicester's team is very good as well. I'm gonna go for a draw. I want a draw. I'm going 2-2 draw. Who are you going for, Leicester?
I can see. For me, it depends. I can see. For me, I'm going for Leicester because if Vardy's playing, that Leicester team they can play some football. Maddison and Barnes. This is what I'm talking about. These guys, they got energy. Tillemans, they got Ndidi in that midfield. Pereira. I really like even the back 4. Afana, Justin. These guys are ballers. But also you got Grealish, Traore, McCann, like you said. Even Watkins, they're not a bad team, but I just think Leicester got a bit more quality and they're going to allow Aston Villa to be on the ball because Aston Villa like to be on the ball and they're just going to hit them on the break. And Leicester, I think, is the best team to hit you on the counter-attack in the league.
Yeah, 100%.
I think they're the best team.
Because they kind of sit back and soak up pressure as well and they're very pacey.
And they just got quick players all over the pitch. Barnes, Maddison, I like Justin, That's the sort of right back we need at Spurs. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Justin's injured. They've got another guy. Is it some
Afana.
Brilliant.
Solid. So I'm going a 2-1 Leicester City, I'm going 2-1. Villa are a good team, but I just think Leicester edge it, man. I just think they do.
I'm going to, even though I'm actually going to watch this game because I think it's going to be a good game of football.
Yeah.
after watching a ball against Spurs, it's going to be a good game of football.
Yeah.
Solo Sevens put 2-0 Villa.
Boy, I think Solo 7 is a big fan of Grealish. The thing is, Grealish is a baller.
He should have been.
He can sometimes go missing in a game, and I think sometimes the games that I've seen of Villa, they can be quite naive sometimes. You know, I'm just thinking back where they got pegged back against Wolves, I think against Southampton as well. And I think if they go gun-ho trying to take on Leicester, playing the same sort of possession football, they will get hurt. Yeah. Leicester, they're a team to watch out. And they're a dark horse. I think they're second. Are they not second in the league? No, they're third. But to be honest, they're level on points with Man United.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. You know, joint second, 10 points behind Man City. Oh, well, That's it for the league, but whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, you go draw. You're gonna say Leicester, yeah? Or you're saying
I'm going Leicester, yeah.
All right. Solo's put. To be fair, Vardy will score a penalty, so 2-1 Villa. Yeah, he always does score. Also, thanks to Pia R. The Freeze. Thanks for your messages. All right, next game, 4:30. Bloody hell, it's coming like I'm not really gonna see my children this day. Arsenal versus Man City. Arsenal, Man City. Let me go first. I think City's going to smash them to pieces. I want them to. Just because I get messages from Arsenal fans. How dare you message me? We're both having bad seasons and you're still behind me. How dare you mention Spurs in your mouth? We're having a bad season, you're still behind. Man City, 6-1.
Arsenal's team is woeful, and I agree with you. There's going to be a 5-goal difference. I'm going with 5-0 Man City for this game. The way that Man City are popping it right now. The thing is, Arteta does know how Man City play, but at the same time, if you look at Arsenal's team, it's full of young kids in it. Saka's a baller. Even that Smith Rowe, he can play football, but they're kids in it. And it's going to be men against boys. And I'm going 5-0. And I don't need to rant about that one. That one's pretty simple.
Cool. Don't forget to smash the share button and subscribe. And also like, send it to your friends, send it out there. Remember, run the competition. Once we reach 500 people, we're going to signed shirt and also your name on the back and also your favorite team. Solo's put Arsenal will win 3-1. No.
So
don't know how to beat them. Arsenal never beat Man. Where's Arsenal beat Man City? I don't agree with you, Solo. Sorry. And Tony Mills for Arsenal will not match Man City as Man City has everyone better. That's true. 5-0 for me as well. And they've got
5-0 for me, Tony.
Yeah, I've got 6-1.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for 6-1.
Sterling's gonna have a field day. I'm going 5-0.
5. Okay. All right. Last game. We've got Man United versus Newcastle. And you could start with that one.
Yeah, I think, boy, you know, at the beginning of the season, Man U looked like they were going to drop out. And Solskjaer's turned it around. I think they had a good result midweek. That Fernandes, again, out of sheer stubbornness, I went for Rashford in my fantasy Premier League team. And Fernandes has just been battling it up week in, week out with goals. And to be honest, I don't know why, again, we had every opportunity to get him, we didn't. I can see Man United winning this 4-0, you know. I think they'll spank Newcastle. We know what Newcastle's going to do. They're going to do absolutely nothing. You're going to see Callum Wilson on the goal line next to the goalkeeper, defending for his life. And Newcastle, and they've got Maximum is going to try and do a little solo run, and he's going to run out of steam, you know, after 15 minutes. And then it's just going to be one-way traffic. Man U, right now, deserve to be second. They are a solid team, and he's got it right. 4-0. They're going to spank Newcastle terribly because they're not going to come out. I would almost want to bet that Newcastle won't have more than 2 shots the whole game.
Man said 2. Yeah,
and if
right.
there's any odds on that, I would employ anyone to stick a tenner that Newcastle won't have more than 2 shots the whole game.
I agree with you. I think Man United are going to win as well. Yeah, I just think Newcastle are just quite shocking at the moment. I don't know what they're doing. But they're safe. They've got 25 points. Well, I don't know. And Fulham's on 40.
I can see Fulham taking them, you know. can see Fulham taking him because Steve Bruce, he's a Mourinho in disguise. To be honest, it's every man and his dog behind the ball. And when you see in football, they always say that the best form of defense is attack. So I don't understand why teams decide that it's a good idea to park the bus. It's a recipe for disaster. It's a matter of time. Because them players are having to work double hard.
100%. Because you ain't got the ball.
What's that?
Because you haven't got the ball, you're working harder. But some people like that. The only reason teams and the only reason managers are allowed to get away with this now, there's no fans in the ground. If there was fans in these grounds, Mourinho will be having fights with a couple fans. Steve Bruce might have left Newcastle already. So at the moment, they can enjoy this. But once fans get back in there, it's just going to be a madness.
If there was
If
there was fans, I would have been on this podcast a lot sooner, to be honest with you, saying Jose out. And to be honest with you, if we lose to West Ham, I am coming out publicly to say I'm doing the job on a no-win, no-fee basis. You've heard it here first, live and direct on FTB football podcast. I want the job because I don't think Mourinho has a clue.
All right, Solos Port United will win 3-0. Fred to score a brace on Sunday. Far too many people out there. Okay. And then we've got...
I think Rashford will get a brace as well, you know.
Newcastle get relegated. Yeah, they will. I don't know. It's a bit tricky. We'll see how... It depends on Fulham, how Fulham will do. What you say about Rashford?
Yeah. I think he's a baller.
100%. I
think he's a baller. He's a fantastic player. And, you know... I can see him doing damage. I think when they played Newcastle early in the season, I think they beat them like 3 or 4-0. And now Emmanuel at home.
And they scored a good goal as well.
Yeah, and Rashford got a brace in that game. I can see them.
And Wan-Bissaka scored as well. And I
can see them damaging them.
Greatest right back. So, yeah.
Newcastle, it's a myth for them. For them, Newcastle's already thinking about the next game, to be honest with you. I don't see many fans watching this game this weekend.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, just reminding people, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As I said before, the first 500 people. Once we get to 500 people, we're going to do a live draw, so you can win a favorite team that you like with your name on the back, and just get a draw. And also, don't forget, 8 p.m. today, you're going to get the Man U versus Newcastle preview. So, Deji, what do you want to say before we exit this live? And
I mean, look, it's another fantastic round of weekend of football. I think the biggest game was definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, Liverpool versus Everton. I think if Spurs can surprise me, if Mourinho can surprise me and get a win at West Ham, then he might be turning the tide, and I might actually be looking forward to us winning the McDonald's Cup. But if not, then we want him out. But yeah, look, I think we need to be grateful that we're in a pandemic and football's been able to kind of continue. But to be honest with you, I would almost go as far as saying, I agree with you, we want to get fans back. Safely, of course, but it would be nice to have fans back. I think we had like 2 weeks or a month of fans being back in the stadiums, and then it got shut down again. But I would love, before the season ends, to be able to kind of watch my team live at least once, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Hopefully by April, we'll see. But yeah, we'll close the show, and I'll speak to you soon, Dage.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thanks, Marlon. Cheers.